ship called Bristol Bay here with the U.S. Coast Guard. I am standing where, well, I'm standing behind the wheel where all of the action happens. Really beautiful view out here at the river. I can see the Ferris wheel. I can see the entire fair. This is part of a tour that you get to have when you come down to GM River Days. You get to step on board the U.S. Coast Guard ship and head on over. There's a lot you get to see on the ship. I am standing with the captain himself, Captain Kiefer. Captain, where are you right now? You're on the starboard...
The starboard bridge wing.
Okay, the starboard bridge wing. He told me all of this, and I was trying to remember it, but there's so much incredibly fascinating information, things I never knew about your job. So why don't you give us a little tour of this particular side, the bridge wing here?
So we're up here on the bridge, and this is one of our starboard bridge wing. This is one of the areas where we can actually drive the ship from. We've got our throttle. We can actually steer from using this lever here. This gives us a lot of visibility, allows us to look over down onto the front and up and down the side of the ship while we're driving. So this is a great spot to drive from.
Well, it's so cool that you're here in the summer and you're available to give these full tours, because in the winter you're very, very busy out there on the water trying to make sure that the ships that keep our economy going can keep on going themselves.
That's very true. So we spend the majority of the winter time, we'll be out breaking ice, keeping the shipping lanes open. All the freighters keep running to keep cargoes moving, keeping salt, keeping iron ore, coal, fuel, running up and down the rivers and around the lakes all winter long. So we'll keep the shipping lanes open, and when they get stuck, we get them unstuck.
That's great. So how do you actually do that? How do you break the ice? Is there a special tool?
We just actually use power on the ship. So we just
it's like bumper cars.
Kind of, yes, but we try not to hit anything other than ice. The hull is shaped like a football, and we have an air hull lubrication system, so a bubbler that helps to reduce the friction a little bit when we're going through the ice to maintain better speed. And we literally just drive through it and split the ice as we're driving it, kind of like you're chopping wood, but we're using the bow of the ship to do that.
You're actually the axe when you're chopping wood. So that's really fascinating. So we can step on down. So this is the bow, but you often are here in the center kind of giving instruction to your team. And when people come in and get the tour today for GM River Days, what is the biggest misconception you think people have about your job or about the ship?
I don't know about a misconception. I think maybe just most people don't understand what we do, and they don't know the missions that we do here in the Coast Guard. And then especially learning that we actually come out and break ice on the water and keep the ships moving. I think that's one of the biggest things that they don't really understand.
Right, and that you actually literally break ice. You're not just showing up to parties trying to make them more fun, like with good jokes.
Right. I mean, we have lots of good jokes, but I'm not going to tell any right now.
Yeah, they can break ice anywhere. You guys work very hard all year round, I know. We're so happy to have you here back home in Detroit and not elsewhere, and it's so great to meet you. You can meet Captain Kiefer, his entire crew here at GM River Days. It starts at 11 a.m., goes through the day, into the night. Fun, music, food, rides, and an educational, fascinating tour here on the U.S.
Coast Guard Cutter Bristol Bay.
U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Bristol Bay.
That's it.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.